What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Busy Fan. Today we have some NBA action to catch up on. We'll let you know what's shaping up in the playoff race, who's looking like they're going to land where, and if the NFL schedules were released. We'll touch on that a little bit. Let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, let's start by looking at that NFL schedule thing. So I decided not to touch on this because this is all anybody is talking about right now because they don't have other things to talk about. But to be honest with you, I care about the teams that I love or hate, and you care about the teams that you love and hate. So just letting you know, the NFL schedule was released. Go look it up. Go see who your team is playing and when, and get excited about it. Get ready for the NFL season. It's nice to be able to think about it. I know that I miss the NFL, so go check it out. The schedule's released, but I'm not going to touch on key matchups because key matchups are who I want to watch, and it's probably different than who you want to watch. But that's all anyone's going to be talking about today. I've already seen it this morning. Everyone's just talking about Chiefs-Browns week 1 and will the Chiefs go undefeated and all that, and it's nobody cares. Like, you go look at the schedule for your favorite team or the team you hate the most, and go check out who they're facing this year. So, moving on, let's go look at the NBA action from yesterday. So, the Lakers without Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So, that was good for the Lakers because they were able to rest up their two most important players. They were able to beat the Rockets, who suck. So, it's not like a moral victory, but it is really good for the team to be able to rest Anthony Davis and LeBron James. One more game at least. We'll see when LeBron gets back and get them ready for the playoffs, or most likely it's looking like right now, the play-in game. Moving on, the Trailblazers beat the Jazz. Again, the Jazz are down 2 players right now, just like how the Lakers were down 2 players in this. But the reason why this is so important is because the Trailblazers are trying to stay up a game on the Lakers, and they did. Them and the Mavericks, they both have a 1-game lead on the Lakers right now, so they need to keep winning if the Lakers are going to keep winning in order to hold that. So that's some of the things that happened in the NBA. Also with the Nets, the James Harden was back with the Brooklyn Nets. He had a good game. He went for 18 points in this game. Yeah, he went for 18 points in this game, 11 assists. Really good, just coming back. The Nets have only Kyrie Irving didn't play in this game, so the Nets' big three, they've only played together 7 times this year. So I think that's super concerning going into the playoffs. Lack of chemistry will be something to pay attention to. There is no lack of talent for sure. They've got all the talent. But things that would be worried about if I was a Nets fan was lack of chemistry. And also, this is kind of shaping up to be similar to when the Raptors won the championship. So if you remember, the Warriors were definitely the favorites to win it all. KD got hurt towards Achilles. Klay Thompson towards ACL. Like, the team had just been beat up all year, and then they thought that they would peak at the right time, and then everyone just got hurt. So that would be my biggest concern for, honestly, the Lakers and the Nets right now. If I was fans of either of those teams, is just, can people stay healthy through the playoffs? Because the playoffs is a grind. Right now, if I'm a Lakers fan, I'm definitely hoping that LeBron is ready to play. He's just sitting in order to maintain his health so that he can go through all of that, all of the grind that comes from the playoffs. But it is a very important time for the Lakers. Like, they need to continue to win if they're going to have a shot of avoiding that play-in game. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? But that would be my biggest concern for either of these teams, is just that the Lakers and the Nets, that people stay healthy and that they're able to, like, live through the grind of the NBA playoffs. So continuing, we got the Cavs over the Celtics, Hawks over the Wizards. Baseball scores here. Let's look. We've got Dodgers over Mariners, Astros over Angels. Just take a look, see some of the stuff you want to see. Yankees beat the Rays. Rockies beat the Padres, and then Padres beat the Rockies in that doubleheader. And Mets beat Orioles. Quick look at some of the stats from the games here. So like I said, James Harden went for 18 in that Nets game. Dame had 30 in their win over the Jazz, and CJ had 26. Melo had 18. And the Lakers were able to win. I guess the biggest thing with the Lakers win was the Rockets suck. The Rockets are terrible. So it's not like a great win by any metric, but they did have to have other people step up and score points in the absence of their two stars. They got Thornton Tucker and Andre Drummond both stepped up. Kyle Kuzma had 19. But yeah, that's what's going on in the NBA. Like I said, everyone's going to be talking about the NFL schedule. You don't need to listen to them. Go look it up yourself. Go look up the teams that you care about the most and see what you're excited about this year. And thanks for being a busy fan.